Good morning. It is 7 in the morning, I think. I don't know. I've lost track of time. Oh my god, coffee is life. But just waiting for a friend and we're going fishing today. It's probably my first fishing trip in 2020. Normally I head out once every 2-3 weeks. I'm usually to hidden spot out near Phillip Island. I usually do rock fishing, but today is the first trip out of the house for fishing, and we're going to potentially try 2 spots. One's freshwater and one's seawater. The first one is our local pond, local lake. It's called Karkarook, and it's usually stocked with rainbow trout, Murray cod, there's redfin, carp, and I believe there's maybe potentially silver perch. I'm not too sure, I'm gonna check. We've never ever caught anything at Karkarook, so it's going to be interesting to see if we actually catch anything today. It's highly unlikely, and we're using some very unconventional ingredients. So we're going to try spinning, but for baited hooks we're going to use power bait for the trout, but we've also got moldy bread for the carp, if we catch anything, if we see any, and we've also got some cheeses. I had a picnic with my partner's family not that long ago, so we had this beautiful charcuterie board, and we've got a lot of leftover hard cheese, soft cheese, and even artichoke and stuffed olives. So I'm going to try to see if we can catch anything of that. It's highly unlikely, but you never know. Welcome.
Have fun.
Thanks, we will. Lots of carp.
That's all.
You want carp for the IBC? That's all you want. See ya. Oh, okay, we're headed off. Now, I've got my masks in the bag because that's the new reality. We need masks whenever we leave our house now. But yeah, we're all ready to go.
We've just got to make sure that we catch something so that it's worthy of filming.
Exactly. Otherwise, sorry, this is the new reality of fishing. You know, we've got a mask up whenever we leave now. We've been down to Karkarook Park quite a few times to attempt to catch fish. We have never once caught anything. Nothing but embarrassment. That's the only thing we've caught here. So fingers crossed. We should, in theory, they just restocked this with 10,000 rainbow trout in the last few weeks. We also, late last year, they stocked with Murray cod. In theory, we should be able to spin for some redfin and hopefully some carp. So we brought some bait for that. Fingers crossed. We're using this gulp. I don't know if you can see it. Which is a power bait for trout. And like I was saying earlier, look at this. Leftover blue cheese and Stilton, and a beautiful, gorgeous, hard French cheese, as well as some stuffed olives. Who knows? Let's give that a go. All right, okay, so at the top here, we have one hooked with power bait, and this is with a gorgeous King Island triple brie and blue Stilton hybrid. Let's see how that goes. It's been over a year since I've been fishing, so I've completely forgotten how to cast. Don't judge. Oh, even with the ND filter on, it seems like it's blown out. I can see I've got peaking on and I've got zebra bars and it's freaking blown out. So we'll see how good this A7S III, whether I can actually recover some of the highlights here. But so we've done 2 casts. Word of warning. Brie and camembert is not a very good bait. It just dissolves. So I'm using a hard French cheese now. Probably a cheddar would be good. Absolutely no action. So we've been throwing burley out and hopefully attracting some fish back. I don't know. Like I said, we've never had any luck here.
Whoops. Should not.
Well, that's not that much further. It's quite close, actually.
Yeah, I noticed that.
As expected, we're having zero luck here. We've looked and spoken to a few people, and no one's caught anything. So suffice to say, this entire lake system is dead. D-E-D, and no fish, nothing, no living creature. Is probably full of toxins. That's why we haven't caught anything. Otherwise we would have caught a lot of fish. So that was totally not successful at all. We caught total of zilch. Like, our track record here has not been tarnished. We're gonna head home now to go and grab our prawns, and we're gonna decide whether it's gonna be Patterson Lakes, whether it's gonna be Bond Beach, whether it's gonna be Mordialloc, but somewhere. And we don't want crowds, because once again, COVID-19 is still out there. We don't want to be around too many people. Okay, we've made it down here to Mordialloc, and it's not actually as busy as we thought, but then again, we are still early. It's about 9 o'clock, 9:30, so this will get completely packed as we get closer to lunch. But on a Saturday morning, there's just lots of cyclists around. It's actually really lovely, and it's so nice to just get out and have some fresh air. Okay, we're just gonna get ready and hopefully drop a line in and catch something. No guarantees. Like I said, most of our fishing, we never catch anything, but that's not what it's about. We're out here at Mordialloc Pier, and quite a few people fishing. It's actually really, really nice. It's not too packed, and yeah, as we're walking up, a couple of kids caught fish, and they were yelling, "We caught a salmon! We caught a salmon!" And we thought it was the toadie. So at least someone's caught something today. I still seriously doubt we're going to catch anything today. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me through the mask and also with all the wind. I mean, I've got a dead kitten on the mic, so hopefully that cuts out a lot of the wind. But it's actually quite blowy. It's about 15 to 20 knots, so it's quite blowy. But we're using prawns. This prawn, I'd say, is about 2.5 years old. It's been stuck in the freezer for that long, so it's practically solid. No guarantee this is going to catch anything. It is filthy and it stinks. We have no idea what's here. We hadn't planned to come out this way, but we're just dropping down on a free running sinker. We seem to have better luck when it's seawater, like ocean fishing, than freshwater. We're terrible because we just don't have the patience or the artistry to catch freshwater fish. They just seem harder. Real fish, but toadies are not real fish.
Because they're not. They're pest fish. Even if they are protected.
Wait, what? Toadies protected?
Yeah, you have to put them back in the water according to the rules.
Yeah, because it's cruel to leak them out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you hold them? They're not poisonous on the skin,
No,
are they?
they're not poisonous. That's how I used to take the... Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. What the hell is
God,
I've got a trevally!
Oh,
Holy shit!
that is awesome.
Is this legal size?
Let me check.
I caught a fish! I cannot believe it! I caught a fish! Sorry, I swore there. It looks like a trevally. Look at that.
Yep, it's more than big enough. 25.
Oh my god, kids.
That is awesome. Hey, was it the bottom hook?
That was the bottom hook.
The dried prawn.
No, I used both drive.
Oh, that is...
Yeah. Oh, look at the toadie. Oh. It's two. That's what's eating all our bait. What the hell have you caught? You caught a freaking starfish. Oh my god, you caught a starfish.
Yes, a starfish. I'm gonna put it back in there.
How do you catch a starfish? Hello, welcome back. Look at the fish. We caught the fish. Look at it. That's a silver trevally. And the legal size limit here in Victoria is 20 centimeters, and this is well and truly above 20 centimeters. So it's a slimy little bugger. What we want to do is descale it. It has tiny, tiny little scales. So we're just removing it. This is going to be fun because we're going to have scales everywhere here. And little River, I don't know if you can see and hear her. She is going to go nuts. She's thinking, what the hell's going on? We haven't done a catch and cook before because we rarely catch anything on this channel. So it's actually really great to catch some fish. Oh, it's so slimy. How do you do this, Kit?
What you're doing, basically.
And what we're doing now is find the anus, find the anus, and we're slitting it through so we're getting all the shit and stuff out. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
It's so tiny. Okay, you see this? It's ready doing some poos. Here we go. River. Oh, look at the guts. Oh. Look at that. Do you want to leave the head on when we're cooking it? Can you see this? Can you see in there? There's a sea lice attached to the fish's tongue. Can you see it? Oh, we're gonna be removing that. We're not eating the sea lice. Yeah. Okay, I've just given this a bit of a rinse. Now I'm trying to get rid of that freaking sea lice. Yeah, look at it! Oh my God, it's moving! Oh, that is disgusting! Oh, look at it! It looks like an alien! Oh, it's hideous! Can you see it? Oh, it's disgusting! Oh, it's moving! You want it? Do you want to eat it? Oh, that is disgusting! Mother Nature is disgusting! Look at it! Okay, so we've cleaned that fish and removed that hideous sea lice. Mother Nature is disgusting. But anyway, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make a simple rimpa or spice mix. And in here, can you see that? We've got chilies, ginger, garlic, galangal. We've also got chili flakes, onion powder, turmeric, and a little bit of sea salt. And I've also got here a hefty load of spring onions or scallions or green onions and coriander. Now all I'm doing is I'm just removing the ends, and I kid you not, we're putting in everything else. We're putting everything else. Now just so you know, I've already washed all this, it's very clean. And we're gonna blitz it. Add in a hefty glug of oil. And we're gonna heat this up. Chuck the fish in. And cover the fish in this gorgeous spice mix. Flip the fish, or try to. Okay, so cover it. We don't have a cover for the pan, so massive stock pot cover. And let it steam for about, let it cook for a further 20 minutes and then we're good.
Better than the chicken.
I reckon it does. I think that's ready! Oh my god, it's eating time! Can you believe we only caught this fish, what, less than an hour ago?
Well,
yeah,
something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So this is a silver trevally, and you saw us make the rumpa. Okay, dig in. Let's have a little taste.
First thing I'm going to go for is see if there's a cheek.
You're going for the cheeks. Oh, look at that flesh. It's still perfectly moist. It's not overcooked.
No.
The spice mix would have actually kept it moist as well. Okay. Itadakimasu.
It did not have cheeks.
Oh my god. That is heavenly. Oh, and how nice and spicy is that? Because I use really spicy chilies.
That's a bone.
Oh, this is gorgeous. This is so good.
Yum.
That spice just makes it, doesn't it?
It does. It turns a fish that a lot of people just don't enjoy into something incredible.
Well, that's it. A lot of people think the silver trevally is a pretty mediocre fish. In fact, a lot of people capture it and use it as bait for snapper.
Yeah.
But you just have to support it with supplementary flavors and it's just perfect. Imagine there's a bit of rice and a bit of soy. Oh my god, look. Normally as kids we actually fought for the cheeks because that's the best part. We're always taught that if you eat the cheeks from the fish, you will never get pimples. Oh, holy shit, that's so good. Okay, so we're almost ready to head outside for our weekly street catch-up. To those who don't know, I live in the best street in Australia. Throughout the second lockdown here in Victoria, all of us neighbours got together at least once a week in our driveways and we pretty much just drank our sorrows away. And today we're catching up again, and I'm just going to make myself a Dingley Mimosa, or a Malaysian Mimosa as I like to call it. So it's just a very, very simple cocktail that uses leftover champagne or Prosecco in my case, some pineapple juice, grenadine, and a splash of my Gula Melaka syrup. Once again, this is Gula Melaka, which is a Malaysian coconut blossom syrup, not the Greek style Malacca, though if you drink way too much of this syrup, you will turn into a Malacca. Pineapple juice, grenadine, and a splash, because it's not sweet enough from all the grenadine and pineapple juice. I'm adding Gula Melaka syrup. And the reason I'm adding this is not so much to add sweetness, but to add that malty, caramelly flavor. I apologize if what you can hear in the background is the T-Rex from the original Jurassic Park, the best Jurassic Park movie. We can mix that up. Give that a good stir. I don't even know how to open this. Okay. Oh, is there no more satisfying sound than that, than popping a cork? Firstly, add some of the champagne, or in my case, Prosecco. Look at the head on that. It's a boy! I'd failed bartending school. And then... Oh, yes. This is how you spend your weekend with your neighbours. Slauncher. Oh my god. This is why I'm an alco. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. G'day gorgeous people, welcome back. Today is very exciting because we are having our annual street Christmas party get together, and it's one thing that I look forward to every single year. I mean, we catch up with our surrounding neighbours. There's actually 4 homes or houses that we catch up with on a almost weekly basis. However, this is the one year when pretty much the entire street gets together. So normally we bring a potluck, but there's a WhatsApp group, a Facebook group where most of us chat, and we've kind of coordinated between all of us to bring a little something to fit each of the category. So I was specifically requested by our neighbour's daughter to make my famous Cob Loaf Spinach Dip. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It is dead easy. It is seriously one of the simplest but most delicious bread dip you can ever imagine. So we're first starting off with some dried ingredients. Himalayan pink salt, but you can use normal white or kosher salt. I'm using white pepper, but please feel free to use black pepper, or if you have fancy multicolored peppers, you can use that as well. I've got garlic powder, onion powder, just a smidge of chili flakes. If this recipe was purely for me and my family, I would have 10 times, 20 times the amount of chili flakes, but unfortunately we have neighbours who don't have the spice tolerance that I do. And lastly, some French onion soup powder. Now, this is 3/4 of a 40-gram bag. I found that if you add all of it, it becomes a little too strong, a little too bitter. So I only put in about 3/4 of a packet. Other ingredients you will need is a block of cream cheese, a 300-gram tub of sour cream. You can't really see this, but 300 or 250 grams of spinach. Now, I bought that spinach frozen. I defrosted it and then cooked it in the microwave, or you can actually just heat it up on the stovetop as well. Be sure to, once it cools, squeeze all the liquid out, because you want to squeeze the heck out of it. You don't want a single drop of that liquid in this dip. And of course, you'll need a cob loaf. Now, this is seriously the thinnest cob loaf I've ever seen. Normally, I would go to a local bakery to buy the cob loaf, but unfortunately, I just haven't had time because this morning, my partner and I went to the tip to drop off a lot of metal and recycle some cardboard. So that took up most of the day. I had to go and buy some ice. It's just a right kerfuffle. So I'm kind of running around like a headless chook at the moment. As well as that, it turns out the BOM, or Bureau of Meteorology, has just released that there is a 70% chance of thunderstorms tonight, starting at 5 p.m. And our Christmas party starts at 5:30. So I pretty much whipped around and chatted with all the neighbors and said, look, if it comes down to it and it's bucketing down, we'll open our doors and everyone can come under our veranda. As you can see there, my partner there is getting the backyard ready, but we've got a decent sized veranda and we can fit everyone underneath. Come here, eat, drink, and be merry, because that's what Christmas is all about. What you need to firstly do is make the dip. Okay. Now you want your cream cheese to be room temperature and softened. I love cream cheese because seriously, cream cheese makes the best cheesecake recipes. But I know some people have tried making this and they said they much prefer using ricotta cheese. So give that a whirl if you're not a fan of cream cheese. Chuck her in. Ooh. Oh, I love cream cheese. Yum. Okay, and you want a tub, in this case 300 grams of sour cream. Oh my goodness. Ah, open. Okay. Add her all in. my God, this is actually smelling like a cheesecake recipe. Okay. Mix the sour cream and the cream cheese together. I am a messy cook. Oh, listen to this, listen to this. I've got 2 adjectives to describe that sound. Luscious and moist. Oh yeah, whip it good, whip it good. Oh. This is why you need the cream cheese to be room temperature. If it was straight out of the fridge, you're never gonna be able to mix it up well like this. Okay, now add in all your dry ingredients. Now bang it all in. Oh, baby, yes. Oh, look at that. One day I'll have a crew who can do all this for me and do all the B-roll and the filming. I'm not doing any B-roll because I think I've decided I'm changing my channel style to more of a vlog. Much easier. Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell this. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. It's one of the few foods that look the same going down as it is coming up the next day. Okay. Giving that a good old mix. Oh my God. Yum. Now add in your spinach. Now I like to use a fork and a spoon for this. Oh yeah. Because I really squeeze the heck out of the spinach. It is quite dense and packed. So you might need a little force to break up the compressed parts. Okay, now let's cut the bread. I use a bread knife. I apologize, I hope I don't cut my finger off. What you want to do is cut the top. Oh my goodness, this is easier said than done because the bread is ridiculously soft. Okay, there we go, we've taken the top off. What I then like to do is use a knife and just... Okay, now there is a nice way to do it, but I'm not. I'm just using my hands and I am pulling out the insides of the bread. Now imagine this is coming to Thanksgiving or to Halloween and you're ripping the insides of a pumpkin out. There we go. You want to leave a little bit of bread on the sides and at the bottom because it will at the end of the day need to hold onto the cheese mixture. There we go. Now that we've completely ripped out the guts of this cob loaf, if you are in a hurry, you can actually take your cheese mixture now, shove it in there, bang it in the oven, fan force for 160 degrees for about 20 minutes, and Bob's your uncle, you're ready to eat. However, we have a bit of time today, so what I'm gonna do is wrap this up, shove it in the fridge, let the flavors amalgamate. The longer you leave it, the more depth, the more intensity the flavor will be because they'll be able to mix in much better. In fact, if you have the time or the foresight, which I don't, you can make this the night before. The flavors will be even more intense. It's been a good 2 hours since the last scene, so the cheese mixture's had time to really develop its flavor and amalgamate more in the fridge. It's rested, we're gonna take it out and let it rest and reach room temperature for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're gonna chuck it all in the oven. As well as, I think I'm desperately in need of a drink. Okay, I'm sure you'll be able to guess what drink I'm gonna make. It's one of my favorite summer cocktails. All right. Ice. Aperol. Let's move that front and center, shall we? I'm not measuring anything. I'm sure most of you know that I am making an Aperol Spritz. However, I am breaking the rule. Instead of using a sparkling wine, a Prosecco or champagne, I'm using a Moscato. To all the talents out there, do not judge me. Try it and you will thank me. Okay, and a splash of soda water. There we go. And cilantro. Oh my god, that is pure summer perfection. So we're now ready to bake the cheese sauce in the cob loaf itself. So get your hollowed out cob loaf, put it in the center, and neatly place the pieces of bread around. I've just got Glad foil on this. Tear it into nice, manageable, bite-sized pieces. Plus you're going to toast these and they'll almost become croutons, like large dipping croutons. This is the lovely cheese concoction. And just place it straight into your cob loaf cavity. Before I put this into the oven for 20 to 30 minutes at 160 degrees, if you take the bread out of the equation and the French onion soup powder, this is almost keto. Sour cream, cream cheese, some of the spices, very low carb. Something to consider, but very high fat. Here we go. Merry Christmas, Australia. Okay, looks like our street Christmas party is going to be held here in my backyard. All right, cool. Such a pity. Would have been so much nicer out in the street, but you know, you kind of have to roll the punches. This is Melbourne. 4 seasons in one day. I bet you it's going to be freaking hot later in a couple of hours. But for now, at least, we have a makeshift B plan, which is our backyard, after which we'll probably, when it stops raining, probably move everything to the front. Oh, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot. I absolutely love these bagel biscuits or bagel crisps, especially the Vegemite flavor ones. I love Vegemite. Okay. Oh, that's going to be amazing, guys. I really hope this audio is not picking up the background music because I've got Spotify Christmas pop playlist playing in the background, and I've just got the Beebs serenading me with Christmas carols, so I hope I don't get a copyright strike. So if there's absolutely no audio and you're hearing this voiceover, it's because of that reason. Anyway, let's give this a dip, shall we? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, look at that. Itadakimasu. It is so easy to make. It is so cost effective. Look at all this. With such few ingredients, it is delicious. Try it. You don't have to have a party, any excuse. You could have this for dinner. Not a healthy dinner, but a dinner nonetheless.
This might not work too well.
Time to party! Merry Christmas!